Let me be the first to wish everyone out there a happy Veterans Day. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Tyrese Maxey.
And he's a little less of a go-to guy for their offense now, at least compared to earlier on in the season. You can see his usage percentage is slumping over the last 5 games. Hopefully he can be more involved tonight.
Looking at the starting 5 for Boston. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. And it's George in at the small forward position. And for Philadelphia, Maxey out there with Miller. Then it's Julius Randle. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's James in at power forward. Well, Grant, we've got a treat tonight. These are 2 of the best offenses in the league.
Yeah, B.A., you know, one thing they have in common, they make smart decisions with the ball. And, of course, they know how and when to attack. I think we'll get some high IQ hoops here tonight.
Now here's Maxey. Pass to James. Shot clock at 6. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Yeah, under duress of the shot clock, LeBron James so comfortable taking and hitting these shots. Always calm in those circumstances.
Pritchard gets it to go.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Miller. Turned in an outstanding game against Detroit. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. So Miller will go to the free throw line. That one on Tatum. Well, Brandon Miller has proven himself as a multi-positional player, Doris.
He has, and in this era of positionless basketball, Brandon Miller is a guy who can fit in a lot of different systems. He can shoot the jump shot. He can play face-up off the bounce. You can use your size to overpower guards in a mismatch. A lot to like with Brandon Miller.
Now here's Pritchard. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. The 3 is up. Porter pulls it in.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Randle outside. To the inside. White with the steal. George outside. Pass to Tatum. Back to George. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Boy, a little bit of separation inside and taking advantage is Paul George.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. He immediately brought up Jason Tatum, the incredible all-star forward, saying, quote, Tatum is an NBA champion for a reason. He leads his team. JT does it all at 6'8". Great passing it, defending, and obviously scoring too. We'll see how they plan to contain Jason tonight. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's James. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. James has gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
Yeah, one of the best in the history of the league, just taking advantage of what the defense wants to give him. LeBron, the midi, yes, sir.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there. Boston also changing it up. Hauser comes in for Paul George. And Conley subbed in for Pritchard. Inside, here's Queta. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
1:07 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Nesmith. All alone. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Aaron Nesmith had his feet ready. His hands were ready to catch the basketball. And as soon as it touches his fingertips, he lets it fly.
Tatum can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 3. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Neesmith. Philadelphia moving it around. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And that does it for the first quarter. Philadelphia on top, up by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Peyton Pritchard, and it's Walsh in at the 4-man position. Porter with a screen on Pritchard. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy.
Ooh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Pass to Walsh. Back to Pritchard. Over Maxey. Rebound by Philadelphia. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
LeBron, he's checked in for the Sixers. And the Celtics also making a change. George is checked in. Now here's George. Playing Orlando, he was nearly unstoppable. Randall pulls down the board.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
And Maxey's got the ball here for the 76ers. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. So what's the difference between the diehard fans and the casuals? Well, Kevin Durant said some fans get programmed to just think about free agency and drama, and they only care about the finals and players' legacies. But he's hoping the fans lock in on the game itself, not just the storylines. Back to you.
It's a good point. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. All right, Doris, when you're talking about the type of player who comes off the bench, what kind of player do you like best in that 6-man role?
I mean, for me personally, I love guys who can keep pressure on the defense with their scoring ability. Somebody who can shoot with range or put it on the deck, because then your offense doesn't take a step back.
Now here's Porter. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Here's Miller. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. And that's now 6 points for Brandon Miller.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So both teams making some changes here. And we have a second to check out who's atop the NBA scoring-wise. LeBron James, number 1. Tyrese Maxey is second.
Whenever these two are on the floor, there's a good chance one of them, if not both of them, will go off.
There's a minute 47 left in the first half. Conley passes to George. On the wing, Tatum to stop the run. JT for 3.
You know, the ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch, those opportunities make the game a little bit easier.
Miller, a screen on Conley. Boston pulls it in. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
And Philadelphia has possession. After the basket by Boston, Miller can't get it to go. Outside Tatum. Pass to White. Ooh, here's White on the drive.
Soaring in for the dunk, Derek White. My goodness.
Philadelphia leading by 8. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. The Sixers again can't hit.
Superb defense, guys. No way he's going to let him get off a clean look at the basket.
George passes to Conley. And there's a pick. Pass to Tatum. This one for 3. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm joined by Coach Mazzulla. Joe, what was the focus out there offensively?
We just got to fight for our spacing. We have to fight the screen. We have to fight to create advantages. It's two great teams playing against each other, and you're going to have to earn it. And so we just got to do a better job creating separation on the offensive end and fight for our great spacing.
Seems like an easy fix. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the Philadelphia 76ers.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Looking at Philadelphia, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got to say, they are making it look easy, here in this early part of the season at least. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Celtics trail by 8. We've got Julius Randle. James is out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Miller, and it's Maxey in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
The defense was certainly a little late in reacting to the step back.
Maxey against Pritchard. Outside for Porter. They get the rebound. Clock at 6. It's James on the wing. Oh, and the jam by James.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Celtics trail by 8. On the wing, Tatum. Check by James. Tatum against James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Tatum. Oh, look at Tatum going to work inside.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. James passes to Porter. Jacks up a three. Drills it from deep. And that's now 9 points for Brandon Miller.
Oh, Brandon Miller showing off his range right there.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Philadelphia. All right, let's check out the best NBA teams from the field this season. Philadelphia, number 1.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage.
Here's Pritchard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Pritchard's got 6 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And that one's good. James.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gates. Just keep your rhythm now.
Here's Keita. Check by Randall. The kick out to White. 6 to shoot. Over Edgecombe. Here's Keita. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
And here's Porter outside. Gets the three to fall. Porter's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Tatum from long range. Porter pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
James. LeBron gets the bucket inside.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end.
Tatum draws the double. Here's Keita. Check by Randall. Keita pass to Pritchard. Offline with a three. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to James. Shoots over Tatum. Kept alive. And it's Randall with the jam.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late. Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
Just in the nick of time.
Count the basket!
Oh, what a miraculous shot. He's going to remember that one.
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back after this word. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
All right, fans, it's that final quarter.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look at the five for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Derek White out there with Mike Conley. Then it's Sam Hauser. Then there's Paul George. And it's Walsh in at the center position.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Hauser can't get it to go.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Now here's Miller, defended by Hauser. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Philadelphia.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Barlow's checked in.
Guys, you know this. Brandon Miller plays the game with a high level of intelligence, and at 6'9", that length, not a bad addition to that.
Outside White. Lets it go from deep. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Derek White is a legit three-point threat. I don't care where on the floor he is. You better contest.
Here's Miller. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. It's good from beyond the arc.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. The 76ers making a switch here. James is checked in. Here's a pass to Tatum. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Wagner with the rebound.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And slam dunk by James.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead. Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Wagner with a screen on Pritchard. James, count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Just textbook basketball, right? James's IQ for the game so high, his vision and court awareness so good, he can exploit that pick and roll so effectively.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. The triple drop.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're up by 18.
Philadelphia, please welcome to the court your Sixers ENT.
Time now to present our player of the game, LeBron James.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. That's tipped. He's got a clear path.
Philadelphia foul. Aaron Nesmith. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Boston.
First one falls for him. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Cadis checked in for Williams. Jason Tatum comes in for Walsh. Paul George, he's checked in for Hauser. And Pritchard is subbed in for Mike Conley. And so James will bring it up for Philadelphia. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. It's good!
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the 76ers.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just two tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And that'll put a little extra meaning on their next game. No team wants to go 0 for 4 against an opponent, no matter who it is.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for LeBron James.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Here's a pass to Tatum. Pritchard outside. 6 on the shot clock. He's off from 3. And Philadelphia has possession. 17-point game. Here's Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Looking to end this cold spell. Oh, he jams it right back at him. James goes in. Hey, it's James slamming it down. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And time now to introduce our player of the game, LeBron James.